Hello everyone, welcome to Jets Fan TV, your number one place for Jets fans to talk all things Newcastle Jets. Today's topic is the squad assessment for the 2025-26 season. So we're going to be covering everything from our squad depth to the quality of players and our best 11 and where I think this squad can go and where Milligan can take us with this squad. So we'll start off with goalkeeper. Obviously Delinov is going to be number one. Look, I think there was a lot of people happy that Ryan Scott left, and there was a few like me that weren't too happy about it. I thought he was good. Overall, yeah, he made mistakes here and there, but he saved a lot of shots. And realistically, if we didn't have Ryan Scott in goals last season, I think we could have conceded at least another 20, 30, 40 goals. Like, Ryan Scott saved a lot of goals, and in my opinion, he was good. Then we bring in Delinov, and I wasn't too happy about it. I'll be completely honest, I wasn't. He's come in, he's done right in the Show Cup. He's looked shaky playing out the back, which is one thing, especially with Milligan's system. We're going to be playing out the back a lot, and that really does worry me because he has looked really shaky, even in the final. Go back to the final last week, and he nearly cost us a couple of goals in that game. Lucky it didn't end up in a goal. There was one that I'll never forget where Wilming ended up cleaning off the line. There was also one where Delinov ended up getting it in his hands eventually. Yeah, they were both in the first 15 minutes, I think. So he looks very shaky at the back, and it's going to make me nervous this season. That is definitely one thing. That also ties in with Milligan's system. But yeah, he's looked shaky. He's done alright. He's made some good saves, so hopefully he can have a good season. Hopefully he don't cost us any goals playing out the back. Our other keepers, we just signed this what's his name, Alex Nassib. I believe I say that Nassib. I don't actually know, but he looks alright. He's signed, and hopefully he'll be good. We also have Noah James, who I think he's been very unlucky at the Jets, and I wouldn't be surprised if he looks to move at the end of the season, because last season he come in when Ryan Scott got an injury. Noah James come in for a few games and did a brilliant job, and that was on that when we had that run of unbeaten games. He was in most of those games. He was in goals for most of those games. So as much as I liked Ryan Scott, Noah James was so good last season. And I'm pretty sure I recall him getting an injury in warm-up one of the games at home. I can't remember what game it was, but I recall him getting an injury during warm-up, and then he never played again for the rest of the season. And you thought he'd be maybe number one when Ryan Scott left. No, we signed Delinov. He's number two, with Bayless as number three. But now we've got Nassib in, and I don't know where James is. I don't know if he's number two, don't know if he's number three. And that really does worry me because, well, not worry me. I don't know how. I don't know what Nassib is like. He might be really good. But I really like Noah James, and I feel like he hasn't got the chance he deserved. He got the chance last season, done brilliantly, and still can't even be a number two at the moment. And that really, I don't know. I think it's really similar to Archie Goodwin to me in a way. I feel like we're going to end up losing a really good player there that's come to the. Well, I think we signed him from MPL. If I can't actually remember, but he's come through. He's a young keeper that's done really well for every chance he's got, and he just doesn't get the proper chance to really be a number one keeper. And I think he will leave at the end of the season. And I think we're losing a good player there. So, yeah. Anyway, Delinov will be number one keeper. There's no doubt about that. If he gets injured, I don't know who will be number two. I don't know if it'll be this Nassib or if it'll be Noah James. Or it might be that... Is it Jordan Bayless on the bench? He has been on the bench. I don't know if Noah James has an injury, but he's been on the bench during the Show Cup. So maybe Bayless is number two or three. I don't know. I don't know where Noah James sits in this squad. Moving on to defence, we've got Aquilina is our best right back. He's our only right back. We've got Christian Bracco who can play there. We've seen when Aquilina got the injury, Christian Bracco played there and done a really good job. But he's our only right back. He'll be a starting right back. Any game that he's fit, he'll be starting, no doubt about it. Unless, if he gets vested, he might get vested because Christian Bracco can play there and we know he can do a good job there. So, Christian Bracco, I really like him. I think he done really well at right back when he played there, when Aquilina was injured in the Australia Cup. But Aquilina will be a number one. Moving on to centre backs. Schuschnau will, to me, should definitely be starting. I think he's definitely in our best 11 because Alex Schuschnau has been brilliant in the Australia Cup. He's our most experienced centre back apart from Shaughnessy, which we're yet to see yet. And I believe Schuschnau should be there. I think he's done really well in this Australia Cup, especially in the final. I think he didn't get the credit he deserved. I think he done really well in the final, and I think he's going to have a good season and may end up with the captain's armband by the end of the season. Our other starting centre back, I think, will be Max Cooper. I've really been impressed with Max Cooper so much. Out of all the youngsters we've had in our squad, a lot of them have been really impressive. Obviously, Battalato, Bertoncello, Will Dobson, Oscar Fryer, Ben Gibson. Now I put myself on the spot. There's others I'm missing. Alex Nunez, and whoever else it is. But Max Cooper, for me, has been the most impressive in terms of he doesn't look like, 18 years old? He doesn't look his age. He looks like a 30-year-old, mature, experienced A-League centre-back. Honestly, he literally looks at least 5 years more experienced than he is. He's never played in the A-League before. Playing in the Australia Cup, every game he played, he really impressed me. He really did impress me. And he just done so brilliant. And the more I watched him, the more I went, there's no way this kid is 18 or whatever age he is. He is unbelievable and for his age. And I just can't wait to see him this season. I think also Natal did alright in the final when he started, because Max Cooper was unavailable. But I don't think he should be in our starting centre backs. Shaughnessy was still yet to see. He might end up being in our best 11. I can't put him there because I haven't seen him play and I don't know what he's like. I'm worried in terms of, I think he's going to be very injury prone. Hopefully he doesn't get any more injuries, but he hasn't played much football in the last year or two. And he's coming to the Jets and he's only been injured. And he's starting to get fit now. And he might feature in the Mariners game. But he's very injury prone, so that worries me a little bit. But hopefully he'll be really good import, really experienced centre back around Europe, and hopefully he can make a big impact in this defence. So at the moment, I think Schuschnau and Cooper are two best centre backs, but that can change. I think Nutta's not too far behind, and we'll have to see how Shaughnessy goes. Daniel Wilmering is at the moment still our best left back. I've never been the biggest fan of Wilmering, but I've got to give him credit. In that final, he did really well. I think he did. I think he's had a few pretty good games in the Australia Cup, so hopefully he can have a better season. He did alright in the final. I think the Cooks Hill game, I still don't think he played that well in that game. That was the game where he got 2 goals. I still think they were lucky, but he got 2 goals, did well in the Australia Cup final, and I think the MacArthur game he did pretty good as well. So, fair play to Wilmering. Hopefully he can have a good season. He's still our best left back. I think Nkomo is not too far behind. I don't know if you watched it, but a couple of weeks before the final, we played a friendly against the Northern New South Wales All-Stars, and Nkomo impressed me in that game. I thought he looked really good. So he might end up being there eventually, but at the moment it's Wilmering. He's played all the Australia Cup games, so he's our best left back at the moment. Moving on to the midfield, we don't have any other left backs. Aquilina can play there if he needs to, and I suppose Blacko can go to right back if Wilmering gets an injury, but as far as I know, I think Nkomo will be number 2. But yeah, moving on to the midfield now. We'll start with Grozos at CDM. Bayless could play there, but I think Grozos is our captain. He's going to be the starting CDM, the starting player in that position. I think he's he's really, in his first year at the Jets, I can't remember what year it was, but I remember I wasn't a big fan of him. I didn't think he was that good of a player. He made a lot of mistakes. He had a very bad start at the Jets, but over the last season, he done really well. He played really good last season, and now he's got the captaincy, and he's done pretty good in the Australia Cup. In the final, there's still a little bit of some things that we worked on, like that second yellow card was stupid. He's got to fix that. He can't be doing stuff like that as a captain. But apart from that, he's been really good. So yes, he will be our starting CDM. He's our captain. He's a good player, and hopefully he can lead us to a good season this season. As I said, the other option would be Lockie Bayless, and I'm a big fan of Bayless, always have been. But yeah, I think Goslos will be there. In the position, like in the 8 position, the sort of box to box role, Battalato is our best at the moment. I think Battalato has been pretty good in the Australia Cup. I've been pretty impressed with him. He's done a lot of assists. I think he's got about 2 or 3 assists already. He's been really good in that midfield. So, look, Battalato is our best player in that position. I think other players that can play there is Bayless, Bracco can play there. We've seen in the Australia Cup. Shakuna can play there. Nunes can play there. Dobson can play there. So we've got a lot of depth in the midfield, which is something I'm really happy about. I think we've got a lot of depth there. And if we get injuries or we have players missing for whatever reason, we've got depth there, which is good to know. And the other position, Max Burgess, of course he's going to be starting there. He has been brilliant in the Australia Cup, and I'm so excited we got him. I'd never understand why Ufuk Talay never played him at Sydney and he got iced out at Sydney. I'll never understand it. I've always liked him. I've always rated him. I've always thought he's a good player. And when I heard that we signed him, I thought, yes, this is going to be a good signing. Hopefully he can really build some confidence and work out the Jets. And he has done exactly that. In this Australia Cup, he's been one of our best players. He's been brilliant. He's got 2 goals already at the Jets. A few assists. He's been so good in that midfield at picking up the ball and playing a simple ball through to the striker, whether it's Rose or Gibson, or down to the wing to Kotar, or he's just been so good, and I'm so happy we signed him. Other players that can play in his position, you've got Oscar Fryer could probably play there. Will Dobson could definitely play there. Shakluna, I think, could play there. Alex Nunes could probably play there. Battalato could probably play there. Bayless, I suppose, could play there. He used to play attacking role in the midfield. So we've got a lot of depth there. Like I said, the midfield, we've got so much depth, and I'm so happy with that. Defence, I think we don't have the best defence, and the fullback, the best depth in the fullback positions, and even I suppose centre back we could probably do with another one. But midfield were really solid in terms of squad depth, and if we get an injury, we got a lot of players that can come into those positions. Then we move to the front line. On left wing, I've got Clayton Taylor. I know Bertoncello's been good in the Australia Cup. I've been really impressed with him. He nearly scored a goal in the final. Yeah, he's been good. But Clayton Taylor has just been really good at the Jets. Last season was an important player, and he always will be. And I don't know where he's been. He was on the bench in the final, I believe, was he? No, he wasn't actually. Sorry, he wasn't on the bench, but we saw him at the end when the celebrations went. So when we were celebrating, so yeah, Clayton Taylor I think will be in our best 11. He's still a good player, but Bertoncello is a good option off the bench, and it'll be a good burst of energy off the bench, I believe. But I don't know. In saying that, maybe Milligan will stick with Burton Charlie, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes into the Mariners game and goes, well, even I don't know whether Clayton Taylor's fit or not. But when Clayton Taylor comes back, I wouldn't be surprised if he sticks with Burton Charlie, because he's been really good and he's not afraid to play youngsters. So we'll have to see how that works out. I still think he's in our best 11, Clayton Taylor, but Burton Charlie has been really good as well. Moving on to striker, Lockie Rose. Some people will say maybe Gibson is better. I still think Lockie Rose is in our best 11. Ben Gibson's been really good, but Lockie Rose has got a bit more experience. And maybe a bit more reliable in front of goal, but two good options there in striker with Lockie Rose and Ben Gibson. Hopefully they can both have big seasons. And on the right wing, obviously it's going to be Kotal. Mr. Reliable. I don't think he's played the best in this Australia Cup campaign, but it hasn't stopped him from scoring, hasn't stopped him from assisting. He's still been really good in terms of goal contributions, and he's still a really important part of that front line. But you do have some good options behind him. You got Adams, that's someone I forgot in the midfield, Eli Adams. Now this, actually, let me quickly talk about this. This is interesting that Eli Adams doesn't make a best 11, because I think he should. I think he's really he's really good. He was really good last season, and he's been good in this Australia Cup when he comes off the bench. So I think he really should be in our best 11, but I just don't know where he goes. He doesn't go over Burgess. Maybe he can go over Battalato, but that's really attacking midfield, so he probably wouldn't. And I don't think he can go over Koto, and that's what... I suppose that's a good problem to have someone the quality of Ella Adams on the bench. It means you've got good squad depth. But Adams is a really good player, and some people might put him in the best 11 somewhere, but I can't put him over Burgess, and I still can't put him over Kotar, unfortunately. And I don't think Milligan will play him in Battalato's position. So yeah, he doesn't make our best 11, but he's a really, really good player. So yeah, he's a good backup for Koto on the right wing. Also, you got Fryer, who played there, who scored that brilliant goal. Will Dobson can play there. And so yeah, you got good depth there as well. So this is something I feel like maybe we've lacked in recent years, is squad depth. Albeit a lot of them are young, like teenagers. But that's a good thing. We've got so much young talent coming through that are going to play a big part in this season, a big role in this season. And that's one of the things I'm most excited about, is to see the young talent, because that's something we've not done as a club. And I feel like it's something we should do, is really promote youngsters and be sort of like Adelaide United. I feel like we've always should have been like that. That's what we should be as a club, in my opinion. And maybe we're finally seeing that with Mark Milligan, and hopefully we can keep this up. So that's my squad assessment. I think we've got a good squad, a good depth in nearly every position apart from defence. I think we could probably do with another centre back. We do have Ben Van Dawson, who never got a go last season. He's a centre back, so he's on a scholarship deal, so he might get a go if we get injuries. But yeah, we could probably do with another centre back, and I think we could have done with at least one other full back, if not two. So defence isn't great in terms of squad depth, but goalkeeper, we've got 4 goalkeepers, absolutely fine there. We've got a heap of midfielders and a heap of attackers. So and the fact that Eli Adams isn't in our best 11, or at least in my opinion he's not in our best 11, just shows the quality and depth we've got in this campaign. Like, we've got great quality. Max Burgess, Koda Mizunuma, Lockie Rose, Clayton Taylor, Eli Adams, Battalato. In defence also you got Cooper, Schuschner. I just think our quality this season has been really good. And we've had quality players over the years. We've had Daniel Penner, Van Episcopo, who was very injury prone, but when he played, I thought he was good. Becca Mikotadze, Apostolos Stamatopoulos. I'm probably forgetting players, but yeah, we've had some good players over the years. We've never had a good squad. I think that's been our biggest problem in our defence. But I think this season we've got the best squad we've had in a while since 2018. And I'm really excited for this season. If you haven't already, go check out my season predictions. I've actually done 2 of them because I changed my predictions after the Sherry Cup final. Go watch my most recent one. See where I put us. Do I think we'll make top 6 or do I think we'll miss out? Go check it out. In a couple of days on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing I'll have a F3 Derby preview coming out. So stay tuned for that. And until the next, if you like my content, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe button for more weekly Jets content. Like I said, I'll be doing match previews and match reviews every week for every A-League game. So make sure to stay tuned for that. If you're a Jets fan, we're here to build a community for Jets fans to talk all things Newcastle Jets. So subscribe if you want to be involved in that. Until the next one, I'm out. Peace.